All right, y'all. We finna go ahead and get started. Thanks for those that came to Dysfunktional Podcast for season 3, episode 3. We are sitting with my fellow Mississippi sister, Aminah 0077 of Primitive Shapes. And
Yes.
she had her own podcast called Did You Know?
Yep.
So we gonna sit here and get to know more about her, what she does in the VR, and you know, get more get to know more about her experiences.
Let's get it
All right.
popping.
Alongside, we doing things a little bit different because everybody's not on the couch today, so it's just me and Tiny that's hosting. So Tiny, you want to get started with the first questions?
Yeah. Hey, how are you, by
Hey,
the way?
Tiny. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good
good.
to sit here with you. Good to be here. Good to be
Oh.
here.
So the first question I have is, where are you
hmm
from? If
I am originally from Rolling Fork, Mississippi. I know you guys have probably been hearing it all across the news over the last couple of years. My hometown was completely devastated by a tornado back in 2023, I think. Very
oh,
small rural community, so less than 1,000 people. So we were really affected by it. My family still lives there, but I moved to the city, to Jackson, where
No,
Didi
for
lives. Yeah, so
mhm.
we live in the same city, and Centra. She's from Jackson.
shout
She
out to
has roots
Central.
there as well. So, hmm
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
good. That's good. My next question is, what do you do outside of this headset?
well, I got a family. I got a husband. Been married 20 years. I got two grandkids. My stepkids are
Oh,
older, so I have grandkids. So I have a whole life outside of this headset, and when I take it off, I spend time with them.
hmm
And I also do my other hobby is um, researching things that I'm curious about. So those type things keep me busy.
okay.
okay.
That was my next question. Like, what was your
But
hobby? But you just asked, you just answered
yes,
it. So good, good,
I
good, good.
love finding things that people don't normally talk about. And I just will go down a rabbit hole and try to find as much facts about it as possible. And then I cross reference those facts and check it to make sure, hey, am I on the right path here? So,
So give us an
yes.
example.
Um, I actually I did this on one of my segments of I've been really curious about y'all, I'm a nerd, so you just have to excuse it. So I'm a nerd. But I'm super curious about our weather pattern, and I've been noticing over the last few years that it has drastically been changing. And so I went down a rabbit hole, of course, of studying weather modifications and whether that's really real or not. So,
Hmm
I take my tinfoil hat out every now and then and see what's out there. But that's one of the huge things that I've been researching lately
That's
is
cool.
HARP and weather modification.
Okay, that's
hmm
cool. That's cool. I'm sorry, I'm under the weather right now. I'm sick.
I'm
Um,
sorry. I hope you
my
feel
next
better.
question is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got this one song stuck in my head. Y'all heard that new song, Worst Behavior?
Mm-mm.
Oh my
Who's
gosh, y'all
singing?
gotta listen to it. What's her name? KWH. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anybody? No.
She
Dang. I got
young.
this.
She young or she old?
Dang. No. I don't know how. I think she young. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
but
Well,
it's going viral on TikTok. So I'm a music head. So what is your favorite music?
oh my God, reggae all day.
Reggae?
Like,
Yes.
yes, I love roots reggae. So I'm not really. I'll listen to dance hall, but Man, give me some substance to listen to, something for me to think about. I think roots reggae really teaches us a lot about our heritage, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I listen to it a lot. I love roots reggae. One of my
Yeah.
favorite artists is Steel Pulse. Um, they're amazing. Check them out.
Cool, 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 cool,
Okay.
cool, cool.
Mhm.
What with that?
Mhm.
Okay. So my next question is: were you a gamer before you bought this headset?
Girl, no. And y'all,
No.
to be honest, I really feel bad because I used to get on my son so bad. Like I used to talk like I used to make him turn the game off. Like if it was something that I wanted him to do, or I just couldn't understand the concept of sitting in front of this TV with a controller. And would I was a kind of a bad parent at one time when it came down to his game, but now I get it. And so when he see me on my headset now, he'll say, "Mom, you used to really get on me about playing my game, and now you're always on your headset." So I guess I can consider myself a gamer now, but no, I was
Mhm.
not in the past. No.
So what made you buy this headset?
I lied to myself and told
Oh.
myself that I did. I lied to myself. I got this headset and told myself that I was going to work out. Like, I was looking for a creative way to get my body moving. And I did for a while. Beat
Mhm.
Saber was at it. Burning calories, but I heard about Venue and I popped over there, and then I started hearing people whispering about Horizon Worlds coming and it's a whole social experience. And I was like, what? So I came over here and been here ever since.
Cool, 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 cool.
Okay.
Hmm. What
Okay.
about y'all? Were
What
y'all
made us buy
gamers?
this?
Hmm.
Oh.
Mm-mm. It's a
She made it.
secret?
She told
Oh,
me.
okay, you know that plank game? You know that
Yeah,
plank thingy?
yeah.
I seen that went viral on TikTok. And I was like, yo, I want to try it. That's why I bought this headset. I ain't know nothing about Meta Horizon.
Did you play the game? Did you like it?
I did, and I failed multiple times, and I was like, oh hell no.
What about you, Didi? Like, oh yeah, yeah, because I had you on the show. Yeah, you were slightly a gamer and
Yeah,
stuff
and I said
already.
for the
Okay.
audience that's in the audience, what drew me to Horizon was my sister and my brother. They were playing the VR, and I was like, "What is that on y'all head?" And they were playing Beat Saber. At first, I started playing the roller coaster game, Beat Saber, and all that stuff. And then that's when my sister told me about the social app, which is
Aspect.
Horizon, and
Mm-hmm.
I took over my brother VR. Sorry, but he wasn't using it. So yeah, that's what got me into it. So
I mean,
oh, go
but
ahead.
since we've been in this space, like it's no turning back. I mean, the possibilities are endless here, as well as
Mhm.
any of the other metaverse platforms. But to me, Horizon Worlds is home. I love it here. I love the community here. And this is my preference over the others.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna get started into your business and what you
Mm-hmm.
do in virtual in here in Horizon World.
Okay.
Um, we also know that you are part of the Primitive Shapes business, and you
Mm-hmm.
also own you own podcast in your own various city of Adam.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know, when you first got into Horizon, what was your first big project?
Um, Mine it was Elevate Staffing, and
Hmm.
then I have the Elevate Resource Center. So those two projects they haven't gone away. I just need to strategize a little bit more on it. But I'm really hyper focused on building out the blueprint for the city of Adam right now. And
Okay.
then I'll integrate my projects in later. But to me, what's really important right now is setting the lead work to get the city of Adam to get it up, going, and us have a complete blueprint to follow. So,
Got
but
you.
so the elevate staffing, my background is staffing and recruiting, and so I had this brilliant idea of, let me just bring my current pipeline of the candidates and the jobs that I'm looking for. Let me just bring it to the metaverse and see if I can find potential candidates that way. And so that's why I launched Elevate Staffing. Um,
Okay.
mhm,
That's dope. That's
mhm,
real dope.
mhm.
With the 15 years of experience in staffing and recruiting, how have you seen career opportunities evolve with the rise of virtual reality apps?
Well, I would say from I'll just use my background for an example. Staffing and recruiting has drastically changed within these last couple of years. Like, I was a part of a huge layoff in staffing and recruiting November of 2023. And it's almost as if the industry is moving more towards AI, and the recruiters are being replaced literally
Mm,
by AI bot. And so
mm,
that has opened me up to find more ways to, look for a career path for myself. And that's what makes, working on the primitive team so special for me, is because I can still utilize those same skills that I was using in the real world, bring them right
mm-hmm.
in here, and just keep moving. And so that's what I've had an opportunity to do.
I think that is so dope. And it's said
Hmm.
that AI is taking over so many jobs, but it's like so many advanced technology. It's gonna take over so many jobs, and there's people is now relying on AI. And I feel
Hmm.
like it's just so lazy. It's just gonna make our minds just so codependent on AI. So
You're right. You're right on that, Didi. That's a very good perception of that. And I'm sure that's a lot of what some of the critics are saying too in the background, because people are not sold on this whole AI technology. However, so what do we do? Because it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, as to go back to what your original question was about, my career and how is it advancing? We're
hmm
in here. And so
right.
we are working alongside of AI right now.
AI.
All of us that have made the choice to come in here to do whatever we're doing as creators or whatever. We are working alongside of AI and keeping up with it, in my opinion. So I feel that we
hmm
are in a good place. Good
Okay,
place.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
My next question is how did you get involved with Primitive Shapes? And what does your role as executive assistant to Golden Hand entail?
If he was here, he would probably tell you that I inserted myself. I super inserted myself. Like, I'm Capricorn. I just didn't go away. Like, I made myself available. Um,
hmm
what brought me to the city originally, remember I had the Elevate staffing, so I was a resident. I was a community member. I had a billboard. And so I watched my brand. When they would be in the city having a networking event, I would be there. I would push my brand, I would talk. And I just didn't go away. And a position became available, and I
Okay.
happily accepted.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's wonderful. Can you tell the people in our audience like what's the worlds they could go to have a so they could know about Primitive Shapes? What's some of the worlds they could go into?
Oh yeah.
It's, and
So
I know City of Adam is one.
City
And
of Adam is all of it.
Yeah.
All of the worlds. Yeah, so the city of Adam consists of about 70 worlds total.
Mhm.
40 that we really operate in heavily, and that includes all of the businesses and residents that own their spaces in the city too. And so the city was birthed in the alley. If you haven't gone there, please go take a look. It's some beautiful artwork in there. The guys are just great when it comes down to building with primitive shapes. They have
Okay.
not started building with trimest just yet, and I feel that their work is wonderful. So the alley was first, and then it was the basketball gym and club colors, and the city has just grown from there.
Club Colors is
um
dope.
it
I remember
is
going in there in
it
the
is
alley and yeah.
one thing that makes the city of Adams so great is all of the vantage points that from inside every building. When you turn and you look back outside the door, you can see exactly where you're located in the city. And so for that, the city of Adam, we can say, is the only place that we've seen here in Horizon Worlds that you have a sense of direction of where you are. And we take pride in that. Oh, excuse
Okay. What advice would you give to professionals looking to find opportunity in virtual space, especially in Horizon World?
Good question. I would say find your lane and stay in it. Don't leave it. Perfect your craft. Whatever it is, stick with it. Um, I feel like a lot of times we feel like we have to reinvent the wheel when we come in here. Like we feel
Mhm.
like we have to create something different. No. What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy? What can you turn into something into this space? You don't have to go and, recreate something that you're really not passionate about. Just bring what you do every day. And I feel when people do that, you already have most of the research done. You know what you're doing. So just go with it. And
Okay.
I feel that, and I've seen that this with a lot of people that are in the city. Like, let's just say for instance, G Deuce, a Barra Financial.
Mhm.
She understands that she's coming in here to do taxes, grant writing, and credit repair. That's what she does
Okay.
for her space. So she has her lane and she stays in it. And she's a professional, and a lot of people are taking that advice lately. Stay in your
Okay.
lane. Mm-hmm.
Period. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
So
but
let's go into.
let me add
Okay,
something
go
else to
ahead.
that though. Let me add something
Okay,
else
go
to that.
ahead.
I
Go ahead.
said stay in your lane. However, the lane is big enough for two or three people to be in that lane, okay? Is more
Love
people
it.
can be
I
doing
love
the
it.
same thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it ain't, well, you copy from me or you stole it. Man, drop that mentality. This is a creative place. We're gonna continuously duplicate one another. It's obvious. I mean, we see the same things. So I say stay in your lane. However, if the lane is big enough for two or three people to be headed down the same path, let's go.
Okay. Love it. Okay, let's get into your podcast. Did you
Mm.
know? Okay. What inspired you to start that your podcast? Did you know podcast? And what was your mission with it?
It for a couple of reasons. Number one, for a couple of reasons. I'm an
Okay.
introvert, and I don't think people. I don't really talk about it. I'm really kind of quiet. I kind of stick to myself, but I'm an introvert. And I wanted to do something to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And doing a podcast is completely out of my out of my comfort zone. So I wanted
Yes.
to do that and continuously try to find ways in this space to level up. And so
Mhm.
for me, the podcast was what I needed to do. Now, what is keeping me inspired in doing it is I enjoy showcasing creators around this space. I love discussing with them what they are doing, the things that they're learning, the challenges that they're facing. So it has turned into something that I'm thoroughly enjoying. And plus, like I told y'all earlier, I'm a nerd, I'm a geek.
Mhm.
So the did you know part of the show is what excites me. It's because I bring a segment, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, where I talk about something, like I just mentioned earlier, the weather modification. I may do a five
Yeah.
or 10 minute segment on each show about something to think about.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what inspired me. Yeah.
That is dope. I want to get to you. Had so many guests. So who has been one of your most memorable guests, and what did you learn from them?
You getting me back. So y'all,
Mhm. So did.
I invited Dee Dee to the show. I had Dee Dee on the podcast the other day. I asked her a question very similar. After I thought about it, I was like, maybe maybe that wasn't a good question to ask, because how can you say one guest is better than the other, and then here you go today. All of my guests were wonderful. All of my guests
Mhm.
are wonderful. And all of the guests that are coming, they are the best.
Yeah, you got me with that one. I was like, ooh, yeah.
No, but I've had very good shows with everyone that has come, and I learned something from everyone, because we don't know each other. Um,
Mhm.
we don't know none of these people in here, so I'm always learning little small things about somebody's personality, or what they like, or something that they've built that I didn't know. So,
Okay, I
mhm.
like that. Good answer. At least you had a better answer than me. I had like literally. I was like, and I'm a honest. I'm a blunt girl. I said I can honestly say that Lavender was my memorable one, but then I said everybody was my memorable one. But
Yeah.
most definitely Lavender, because like I said, Lavender is so underrepresented in Horizon. And she never does a podcast, or I never seen her on a talk show, and she's so quiet. So I wanted Lavender to come in. I asked her. She was like my first guest when we ever did this functional podcast with all of us, my whole, cast and family.
Mm.
She was the first one I asked, and she came on in and she talked about her paintings, her artwork, her worlds, and everything. So that was my memorable moment, because I was just like, Lever. I never seen Lever to do anything, but everybody
Awesome.
was a memorable guest.
You exactly. You did right.
um, what are some exciting trends or innovations in the metaverse that you discussed on your podcast?
um, let's see. So I'm gonna take another individual from the city, and let me go back and let me say this too, because I really designed the show. The first season one, season two was primarily for the residents in the city. That's all I
Mhm.
had on the show. Season
Mhm.
three, I have decided to open it up to, of course, the City of Adam members, but of course also other people in this space. And so
Yes.
I've grown into that this season. Um, and what was your question? I just needed to say that. I just thought about that. That's important.
It's
That's important.
okay.
What
It's
you asked
okay.
me?
You good at it, because sometimes I forget what I be wanting to say, and I'm like, dang, I should have said it after the show. But that's good though. Um, I said, what are some exciting trends or innovations in the metaverse that you discussed on your podcast?
Hmm. I would have to say we have a yeah, I'm always gonna talk about the residents in the city of Adam. That's my community. I love them. I'm gonna represent them. I'm gonna always shout
You
out their
represent them
brand.
hard for sure.
I
Shout out
do.
to
I do.
you, man.
That's what I do. I do. I love it. I love it. But Showman Communication Interactive. He
Mm-hmm.
is a avid chess player and poker.
Okay.
So he's really going to start teaching poker in here and chess. So that's on
Okay.
my list. That's on my
Mm-hmm.
list to accomplish next. So yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
Poker and chess. I never played. I never played chess or poker. I want to learn how to play. I want to
Me
learn how to play
too.
chess and poker. For sure. I want to learn how to do that.
Well, come on
I
to the
wasn't never
city.
with the
Him.
old folks. I should have been with the old folks. But I'm just a Uno player. You know, I'm 29 years, 28 years. Well, I ain't 29 yet, but I'm 28. Yeah.
All y'all are babies in here for real. Y'all are babies.
Well, a lot of people think I'm older than my age, and I think that's good because I'm very mature for my age. I always been. I mean, it's just how I am. um, we gonna talk about the future of the metaverse. I just have one
Okay.
question on that. What do you think the metaverse will look like in the next 5 to 10 years?
Who knows, man? This place is changing so fast. Just the technology is evolving so quick. I don't know. Like, it's hard to even gauge, but I will say what I would want to hope for here in Horizon Worlds. I would
Mm-hmm.
hope for in the next 10 years we have some video screens. I hope.
I
I
hope
would
so. It
hope that
should be
we
by that time. You're
some more
not that.
capacity.
Slow.
Just right now I'm just still on the basic stuff that I know that they can give us. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
think my mind has completely opened up to what they could, what else they could provide. I'm still awed and wowed by where we are right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I feel pretty certain that the people that's in this room gonna be still here in the metaverse in 10 years. And that's
Yeah.
a win. That's a
I
win.
pray. I pray on that for sure. Um. Okay, that was it for that part of this segment of your business and stuff like and what you doing in virtual reality. And for City of Adam, shout out to Criminal Shapes.
Shout
Shout
out
out to
to Primitive
you.
Shake. Yes, thank you.
Um, let's get into. We both are from Mississippi, and we
Mississippi.
also have an audience member. If she's still in here, Centra, that's from Mississippi. So I wanna talk about getting basing it because
Let's
we're both
get it.
from Mississippi. What's something about Mississippi that you carry with you, even in Horizon World?
That Southern hospitality, baby.
Period.
That
Gotta have it.
Southern hospitality. You can't deny it. You
Mhm.
can't hide it. You can see it. You can feel it.
Mhm.
So I love it. I take it everywhere I go. It's really who I am to my core anyway.
Mhm.
So I take I take huge pride in I know people feel the warmth from me when I come around. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Period.
only
Yeah.
because of how I was raised, being here in the
Yeah.
deep south, good roots. It's good. Good
You ever
energy.
have people I be going around in worlds and I be having people up north saying to me like, "You too nice.
Mhm.
You too friendly."
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not from up north. I'm from the south. We are raised to speak to people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When I'm spoken to, like if they say, "Hey, I'm raised to," "Hey, how you doing? You doing good?" That's it. It's not me just being friendly, too friendly. It ain't like they gonna know my whole business or I'm gonna have a whole conversation with, which I can, but at the same time, like that's what I was raised to be. Mississippi, we have that southern hospitality. We were raised to speak,
Mhm.
and be, friendly or whatever. We not
I
aggressive like up north people. Like we not aggressive. So They wake up and they like they mad. So so we not raised like that. Um, if you could bring one piece of Mississippi culture into the metaverse, and especially Horizon World, what would it be? It could be a sexual example, music, fuel, and you just said sort of hospitality. But is it another culture that you will bring into?
Mm, you know, I'm a country girl. I'm a for real country girl. So ain't nothing like a good hole in the wall with some
Hmm.
good blues. Like I'm talking some Sir Charles. I'm talking like some King George. Like you know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
I
Shout out
wish
to
we
Kid.
could have it. Yep.
I love
Wish
me
we
some
could
King
have it.
George.
Yeah.
Especially no monkey don't stop no show. Period. Don't play with me. But that
Yeah,
is
but
dope.
yeah, yeah, and of course, if we could eat in here, I would love to have a Mississippi pot roast in here. Get y'all to taste some of that good catfish from Belzoni, Mississippi, being the catfish capital of the world. Like some good food, some good food, so
Okay.
good.
So, what's your favorite Mississippi memory? And do you think it shaped who you are today?
Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, where I'm from a very small community. I miss the days of playing in the yard barefoot, like playing in the yard till it get dark, not
Mhm.
doors not locked, everybody know everybody. I miss those days.
Yes.
And those days, yes, it did help shape the person that I am now. I understand what it means to be a part of a community. I know what it means to also contribute to a community. So that's how I was raised. And if that is something that I could bring into this space, if I could just bottle it up from my little hometown, Rolling Fork, Mississippi, and bring it in here, that's what I would do. This place would be a whole lot different. Not to say nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
Everything is alright, but it would sure be a
Right.
whole lot better.
Exactly. Exactly. So I love that memory of that. I'm not really
Hmm.
from the country part. I'm from the city part.
Hmm.
There's not no. It's not no. Well, in certain parts of Jackson, it's you will see some horses here, and you got country, you got like land, and you got like trees. Yeah, we have that. But I'm from the
Hmm.
hood. That is
Yeah,
strictly
you went to
that's
Lanier.
strictly
You
like that.
from the hood. You
Hey,
from the
where
hood
you?
for
Yeah.
real. You from the hood for real. Wait a minute. Here
Yeah.
comes Central. What,
Go
Central?
ahead, Central. Go ahead, cause I know you got something to say.
I went to Bailey. That's
Yeah, she
crazy.
did.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, it's like we
Uh-uh.
have a lot of so like we said, it's a lot of known celebrities that's from Mississippi, and a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
don't know that. And I don't know why most celebrities are ashamed that they can't even say they from Mississippi. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very proud of where I'm from. That's the reason why when I told Boss when I met him, I want to do something for the South and that
Mm-hmm.
could represent the South. So that way, because when I came in here, it wasn't too much. I wasn't seeing too much Southern nothing. And me, when I gave the idea to Boss, and Boss was like, hell yeah, shout out to Boss. But
What's up,
he
boss?
was like, he was like, hell yeah. So we started doing down south. So that's why I really brought in down south to just get a touch base on Mississippi and other southern states. That's
Mm-hmm.
so they could get because we underrepresented, like you said, we underrepresented
Underrepresented. Mm-hmm.
in Horizon. So
Absolutely.
I'm just happy that you are a special guest
Thank
on
you, honey.
Dysfunctional Podcast. Dysfunctional Podcast family appreciate you.
Thank you.
Underboss supposed to be on us up here, but I guess he taking his break. It should be fun. So with that being said, Tiny is here from the in behalf of me, Tiny, Underboss, Cutie, and Shadow. We would like to
Y'all.
give you these awards for
Thank
being
y'all.
dysfunctional
Oh,
pie.
I don't get gifts. Thank you.
Oh,
Y'all,
you're
thank
welcome.
you.
The family really do appreciate you for being on Dysfunctional Podcast. I
I
always
wouldn't
say the
have
family
turned it
because this is
down.
just not my show. This is my family show, and I appreciate my family. Um, if anybody in the audience would love to have say anything to Amina and have
Please.
any questions for Amina, please, you could do so at this time.
I have a question. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Hey, Amina. Hey, girl. How you
Hey,
doing?
honey. I'm
Hey,
good,
boo.
baby.
Um. Okay, so you from Rolling Fork, right? So did you ever
Mm-hmm.
live in Jackson at all?
I live here now. I moved
Are
from
you
Rolling
currently in
Fork
Jackson right now?
right this day, right this moment. I
Really?
mhm. I moved
Okay.
from Rolling Fork in '95 to go to Tougaloo, and I never went back.
You said
I
Tougaloo
went to
College?
Tougaloo.
Yeah, my
Mm-hmm.
sister graduated from Tougaloo College. Okay, I went to Jackson State. Okay, that's amazing. I just want to say that, Didi, I really appreciate. I had to be here tonight. I really appreciate you highlighting Mississippi because people don't know about us. Like, we have so many influencers on the internet, so many people that are doing big things that's from Mississippi. Like,
Mhm.
we the shit. I'm sorry. Mississippi, if you from Mississippi, we the shit. And Didi, you know this about me. I rep my city, my state, and my city all day, every day.
Mhm.
Like, I'm
Come
so
with it
proud to say that I live in Atlanta right now, but I was born and raised in Mississippi. And we the shit. I'm sorry.
all
And
day.
I
Period.
just appreciate you for highlighting us because it's so much talent down there. David Banner's from Mississippi. Oprah Winfrey is from Mississippi. Brandy,
Big
the singer,
Crit.
is from Mississippi. Snoop Dogg, parents, is from Mississippi. Like, it's so much talent from there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and we really are underappreciated. And I just thank you for doing this segment, Didi. I love
Oh,
y'all.
it's really
Thank
because
you,
of
honey.
Amina. Amina is from
I've been knowing
Mississippi,
Amina for a
and we
while
had
now.
to
Yeah, I know
had
Amina.
to
Yeah,
do it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
So,
love it.
Beautiful.
thank you, Central.
Oh, and shout out to Mike
Yes.
Lowry. Mike Lowry also is
Oh
from
yeah,
Mississippi. Y'all
we
know
got a
Mike
couple.
Lowry.
We
He
got a
from
couple of
Mississippi too.
here from Mississippi.
Okay,
Yep.
then.
Yep.
Rest
Mike
in
Lowry.
peace, Bone. Rest in peace, Bone. But
Yep.
he was from
Rest in
Mississippi
peace.
as
Yep.
well.
Yep. Yep. Rest in peace.
We had a couple people. Jacory Hollywood. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mela Jackie. Was she from Mississippi?
She is.
Yes.
She from
Yeah, she is.
Pillahatchee.
Yes.
And
Yes,
let me just
cause
say this. And you not from Mississippi unless you say Mississippi. You gotta say it like that.
Yep.
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
That's
Mississippi.
that's
Mississippi.
how we talk.
Mhm.
Look at my bestie. Go ahead, Ice. What you
What's up, Ice?
I just wanted to say that I seen Amina in Stardust Mafia earlier, and I just want to know, did you kill anybody in Stardust Mafia earlier today?
Baby, I wasn't in Star. No Star. I wasn't there. That was another
Is
Amina.
somebody else is another Amina in here?
It
Yes,
is. Her
another
name is
Amina.
spelled
What in the world?
AHMINA. Uh huh. It wasn't me,
Well,
boo.
damn, I withdraw my question. Shit.
what's up?
Let
What's
me
up?
back
She
away
said,
slowly.
What's up? What's up?
Back
What's
away
up? How you
slowly.
"Oh
doing?
Lord,
Ice, you crazy.
I'm
No,
done.
that wasn't me
oh
this
Lord."
day. Um,
Pam, do you have anything else to say?
this
Okay,
was
okay.
cool, y'all. I appreciate y'all having me. I really do. I love to talk about the city and what we're doing. So I appreciate the opportunity
You have
very
any
much.
anything else you would like to say to the audience so they could have about your podcast or any of the events that you
Yeah,
probably gonna
so
do
I
in the
I
future?
have on my podcasts are on Thursdays at 9, usually in my office, on 200 block. But this season, I've been introducing some new things, so I may pop up in another location in the city and introduce a new segment to it. But yeah, the show is gonna keep going, and I y'all just keep popping into the city every now and then. You may see a new something something. That's it.
Okay, okay. Well, that was Amina, y'all. Thank you so
Thank
much for
y'all
coming.
so